Hello, everyone. Tone Deaf Monk. I had the KZ Linglong for a few days now. KZ unexpectedly sent these to me, and I'm glad they did, actually. I just reviewed the KZ ZVX, and I like that quite a lot for a kind of a fun, bassy sound. Now for something completely different, in a really good way, actually. Bullet style, first of all. Secondly, open back, which turned out wasn't a gimmick. And a fixed cable, which I'm totally fine with. These things are $14 to $15, and I think what you're getting is pretty good. So my sound impressions, but firstly, you know, what's in the box. I don't do unboxings, you guys know that. But I will mention the little case that comes with it. It is kind of the exact same case my GS Audio $1,300 IEMs came in. And these, with this, it actually fits. With the GS Audio with a cable, it's like a puzzle. There's no way. I will mention to KZ, thank you for including this, and it's a nice touch, especially at its price point, to protect your babies. You go on the train or wherever you are, and it's just nice to throw in your pocket, and your IEMs don't get all dirty. I ended up using Moondrop spring tips. They really worked for me on this IM. I didn't get any pressure buildup from not having these things front vented, so I was okay with these tips. It worked for me. The little Linglongs are, according to Zenith Knowledge, KZ, trying to achieve a more balanced, open, spacious sound, and they achieved that. Thumbs up, good job. I like it a lot. That was kind of their tuning signature. Let's have a more relaxed, balanced, natural sound, and I think they did a really good job with that. Uses a 6 millimeter XUN driver, and it seems to be very good quality because the vocals are excellent. The little shell is like an aluminum shell, so they're super light. And when you put them in, they just disappear. There's no weight there. The cable's nice and you know, your typical KZ fare. It's just very light and thin and comfortable. If you were so inclined to pull up the graph, then you'll see that it looks like it has quite a bit of sub bass focused and kind of relaxed highs. And I think that does translate somewhat to this, only in the fact that it's only a 6 mil driver, so it's not a big driver. It's not going to push a lot of air, so you're not going to get a big sub bass focus. It's not going to be thumpy. It's also not going to play your favorite bass heavy tracks. So just be aware of that. And if you're a treble head, again with the relaxed roll off of the treble, you're not going to you're not going to get maybe all the details. It has nice extension, but it is dipped in a way that it's rolled off to make it unfatiguing. So pretty casual, comfortable listen. Neutral, balanced IEM with a cravat. And that is the soundstage is really noticeably spacious. It's a very, very cool presentation with the open back. It actually does something with this. If we talked about the rest of its sound signature, the bass is present. Does it do double basses and big hits? Not because of the small driver, but again, plays well into its tuning. Since it's more sub-bass focused than mid-bass, I was a little worried that maybe male vocals would come off sounding a bit thin and female vocals would come off sounding again a little bit less with the note weight that I like. And I was pretty pleased and very happy with what I heard. I mean, I think it did all the vocals really nicely. Even with the relaxed highs, I think I quite enjoy the fact that there's no sibilance or peakiness or something shrill. It was just a nice listen. I found the bass pretty speedy, not in mass quantities, but it balanced out nicely. Other than that, not a lot to say. I mean, the stage again was pretty wide and open sounding, like very spacious. Like live recording sounded great. Female vocals, Tracy Chapman, Melissa Etheridge, Nora Jones, all sounded really great. Pancho Sanchez's drums sounded great. Jazz. Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, again, no complaints. I think it's a pretty big winner for KZ, and I'm super happy. KZ, thank you for naming it something without a bizarre model number. I love it. Keep going. I think you're on totally the right path. A different tuning. Fantastic again. Not your typical V, not your super bright, not your super bassy. And if this is kind of, playing around different direction, great. I'd love to see this in a ZVX shell, tuning wise. With a little bit more bass, mid-bass, and a little bit more extended highs in the air. Something open back like this would be super killer if you can pull it off. I like it very much. So that's it. I just wanted to share my quick impressions of the KZ Linglongs, and I want to say thanks to KZ for providing this for me and letting me enjoy it. I think it's just a great one to grab and go. Since it's not expensive and you're not going to lose the IEM because the cable detaches, I think it all hits the right boxes. So, honestly, 2 thumbs up, KZ, you did good. I love the tuning, and, for 15 bucks, definitely worth picking up if that is your kind of tuning that you want to get, and it would match up with your library. So thanks again, everybody. This is the Tone Deaf Monk, and I love you. I'm out.